together a stretch class for you today and show you different types of things that you can use around the home in case you don't have straps, blocks, or props. I did post a video earlier this month that showed the use of pillows in place of the use of bolsters, so I'm going to use my handy dandy bolster today. I also have a folded up blanket that I'm going to use for my seat bones. I'm going to sit underneath it. And I also have a few towels here that I'm going to roll out in a couple of different ways so that we can use them as straps or use them as different kinds of props. Now again, if you don't have blocks or props at home and you'd like to purchase them, they are available on our online store. Just go to power3.ca, that's P-W-E-R without the O of 3.ca. And you can go to our online store and find all your yoga needs there. I also wanted to credit Yogi Tunes today for providing us with our music. It's a lovely app that you can subscribe to and get all types of fantastic pre-made sets that you can play during your classes. So that's what we use during our classes and during our videos. So after having said all that, I want to just roll out a couple of my towels. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it in half a couple times. And just roll it up. This will be great as like a little cylinder bolster or to use as a block if I need to use it as a block. I'm going to take another one of my towels and I'm going to roll it lengthwise. And I'll use it as a strap. In stretch classes, we like to hold our postures a little longer than usual. And most of the postures will be done on the floor. So it's accessible to all bodies. And then my last one, I'm gonna roll up similar to the first. Actually make it just a little bit thicker. There we go. So after we've rolled up our towels in our appropriate ways, we also have, I'm also sitting on a blanket underneath me to bring my hips above my knees. We'll take a minute and settle in. Sitting cross-legged, closing our eyes. Hands can be face down for grounding or face up for receiving. The forehead softens. The jaw softens. The shoulders soften. Into our bodies, taking notice of our breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Breathing in, noticing cool air entering the nose, traveling down to the belly. And then noticing warm air exit the nose. Sinking. Maybe our hips sink a little further into our prop or the mat. Surrendering. Inhaling to the count of 2, 3, 4. Finding a pause. Exhaling 2, 3, 4. Finding a pause. This is a great way to even the breath. Couple more moments here. With all the craziness that's going on in the world, it's nice to just sit and breathe. Perfect. We need to uncross our legs and cross them the other way. Feel free. And slowly coming up out of our centering. Let's place the right hand on the floor beside us. Inhale the left hand up overhead. Looking at the ceiling, bringing that left hand, left arm over top of the head. Taking a minute, waking up the side body. Let's inhale that hand back up, placing it down on the mat. Do the same thing on the other side. Inhale the right hand up. Placing the left hand on the floor beside us, looking at the ceiling, allowing the right hand to come up over top of the head. Breathing. Lengthening through the right side body. We'll inhale that hand back up, placing it on the mat once more. Let's inhale both hands up overhead. We'll exhale the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind us, gazing over the right shoulder. Lovely. Inhale the hands back up overhead. We'll exhale the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us. Gazing over the left shoulder. Perfect. Let's inhale the hands up overhead once more. And on the exhale, let's just fold forward. We can bring the hands to the mat. Allow the chin to tuck into the chest. If it's in our practice, maybe the elbows come to the mat. Allowing the forehead to journey towards the mat. Maybe the hands slide out and our forehead comes to the mat completely, whatever's in your practice. honoring your body. What is your range of motion? One more full breath here. Inside out. Engaging the palms, pushing them into the floor. Let's use the hands to slowly push ourselves back up into a seated position. Roll the shoulders back. Take a nice deep inhale here. Side out. Lovely. Let's take the hands, place them behind the back. Clasp the hands together. Rotate the shoulders back behind us. From here, we can simply allow the head to fall to the right side of the body. We want to intensify this posture. Feel free to bring the fists that we've made behind us over to the right. And we can further stretch through the left side of the neck. One more full breath here. Let's exhale ourselves back to center. If our hands are on the right side, feel free to rotate them over to the left, or simply keep them behind our back, whatever's in our range of motion. One more inhale here, lengthening through the neck and spine, keeping the core engaged. And we'll exhale the head to the left. Lengthening through the right side of the neck. I can feel it right into my jaw this morning. Let's inhale ourselves back up once more, bringing the hands behind the back. Let's fold forward one more time, lifting the hands up as high as we can. And exhaling back to center. Lovely. Unclasping the hands. We'll whatever we were seated on, let's take it out, place it to the side of us. And let's straighten out that right leg all the way out to the side, open as wide as we can. We can keep the left leg bent in. And we're going to grab a hold of our nice strappy towel, the long towel. And we're going to loop it around the right foot, keeping it flexed towards the ceiling. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows and fold forward. Keeping the chin up to keep the spine nice and straight. We're going to take 3 breaths here. And then from here, we're simply going to round through the spine, allow the chin to journey towards the knee. We can keep a hold of our towel, or if we have enough flexibility, we can simply straighten our hands out in front of us, grab a hold of our foot. Whatever's in your practice. like to offer different variations in my class so that we can have all bodies join us. One more breath here. And we'll place the hands on either side of the knee, push the hands into the mat, and slowly bring ourselves up into a seated position. Taking our time to come up. We're going to straighten the right leg and the left leg out in front of us. Maybe give the knees a little shake. And we'll grab a hold of our strappy towel or a strap if you have that at home available to you. We're going to loop it around both our feet. Tucking the elbows in so they're facing down. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. On the exhale again, we're going to bend the elbows, keeping the chin up. Fold forward, keeping a nice straight spine. A few breaths here. And then after our 2 breaths, we can round through the spine, allowing the forehead to journey towards the knees. Again, we can keep a hold of our towel or a strap. Or if it's within our range of motion, we can let our towel go and we can straighten our hands out and grab a hold of our toes. Or our feet, wrap our hands around our feet, whatever's in our practice this morning. Some days we have more flexibility than others. Some days we have more strength. We have better concentration. Just finding what day you're on. And finding acceptance with it, finding comfort with it. Breath here. And again, placing the hands on either side of the knees, pushing the hands into the mat, and inhaling ourselves back up into a seated position. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, so let's straighten out the left leg, bending the right leg in. Grabbing a hold of our lovely strap once more. We're going to loop that strap around the left foot. Again, tucking the elbows in close to the body. We'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, we're going to lead with the chin, folding forward to keep the back straight. Two breaths. And then from here, allowing ourselves to round through the spine, allowing the forehead to journey towards the knee. If it's available to us, maybe we let the towel go and we reach forward and grab the foot. One more breath here. Again, placing the hands on either side of the knee, pushing the hands into the mat to bring ourselves back up into our seated position. Taking our strap, removing it, putting it out to the side. We'll straighten out both legs in front of us once more. Let's bring our hands behind us, finding a sun gazing pose for just a moment. Move our legs from side to side just to find some comfort here. Lovely, and then let's come onto our knees, finding a tabletop position, tips underneath, shoulders under wrists. We'll do just a couple cat-cows to wake up the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the head and the pelvis, loosen up. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the head and the pelvis. Exhale, rounding through the spine. One more time, dropping the belly, inhaling, looking up. And exhale, rounding, bringing the belly to the spine, tucking the chin into the chest. Lovely, returning back into a neutral spine here. Come back onto our seat bones for just a moment. I want us to grab a hold of two of our rolled up towels. We're going to place them in front of us. One on the other side. Mine are going to be uneven, that's okay. For me, you might want yours to be even. To do that, you can just simply unroll one of your towels. Now both of my towels are even. I'm going to come forward, place my elbow on both of my towels, my elbows on both of my towels, and bring my hands together into a hand prayer pulse. From here, my hips are under my knees. I'm going to sink my hips back, bringing my head down in between my hands. My hands are together into a hand prayer pose. Maybe my forehead journeys towards the mat. Maybe my forehead finds the mat. Maybe I need to push my knees back. But we're getting into the armpits here, stretching into the armpits, stretching into the arms. Maybe this is as far as we go. If it's in our practice, maybe we can bend the elbows to allow the hands to begin to journey towards the back of the neck. Breathing. Relaxing the jaw. Surrendering with each breath, we let go. With each exhale, the muscles become a little softer. One more breath here. And on the exhale, we can allow the hands to journey back towards the mat, away from the neck. We're going to push the elbows into the towels to allow ourselves to come back up into our tabletop position. Walk your knees closer to your props. And then we can sink our hips back. Lovely. We're going to move our props out to the sides. Back into our tabletop position. Let's inhale the right hand up to the sky, opening up the chest. On the exhale, we're going to allow that left hand to come underneath the right armpit, allowing the forehead to journey towards the mat. Now, if our head can't find the mat, we can take one of our props and place it underneath our head for some extra support. If we don't need it, that's great. Maybe we just walk the free hand forward. Breathing. Our weight is pushing into that shoulder. We're allowing our weight to fall onto that shoulder. It's not on our head, it's not in our hips. We're allowing our weight to be on the right shoulder. If we want to intensify this posture, feel free to lift the left hand up to the sky. Rotate the thumb towards the back of the room, and then bend the elbow to bring the hand down behind the back. Opening up the chest here. The weight is still in the shoulder that we're lying on. Two more breaths. And let's inhale that left hand back up to the ceiling. Bring it underneath the shoulder. Push the hand into the mat to bring ourselves back up into our tabletop position. Maybe you want to sink the hips back for a quick child's pose, stretching out the arm. Coming forward again. Maybe you want to bring the shoulders over the wrists to get into the palms a little bit. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So let's inhale the left hand up to the ceiling, opening up the chest. Exhaling that left hand underneath the right armpit, allowing the shoulder to come to the floor, allowing the forehead to come to the floor. Again, if we need to take a prop and place it underneath our head, feel free. Maybe we just walk that right hand forward, allowing the elbow to rotate down. And maybe that's the range of our motion. Maybe that's as far as we go. Once again, if we wish to intensify this posture, feel free to lift the right hand up towards the sky, rotate the thumb towards the back of the room, and then bend the elbow down behind our back. The weight is still in the left shoulder. Keeping with our breath. Maybe finding that count once more that we did when we first started to center. In, 2, 3, or 4. Find your pause. Out, 2, 3, or 4. Finding a pause. Lovely. From here, let's inhale that right hand back up to the sky and place it underneath the shoulder. Our hands out in front of us. Let's again place it underneath the shoulder. Push the hands into the mat to bring ourselves back up into our tabletop position once more. And let's just sink our hips back right quick, finding a child's pose. We want to go a little further, bring the tailbone up into the air and bring our forehead to the mat, finding a puppy pose. If that's still not enough for you, lift the forehead, look forward, allow our chin to find the mat. Whatever version of the posture works for your body. Okay, if our chin is on the mat, bring our forehead back. If we're in a puppy pose, slide our elbows back, bringing them underneath our shoulders so that we can push into the elbows and sink the hips back into child's pose once more. We're in child's pose. We've all found each other now. We're going to come back up into our tabletop position, walk our knees towards our hands, then sink our hips back and bring them around in front of us. I'm going to slide my legs out in front of me, maybe give them a little shake, maybe rotate my shoulders a little bit. We just did a lot of shoulder work. Maybe rotate from side to side. What feels good? Lovely. From here, we're going to take the right leg, cross it over top of the left, planting it on the mat. Maybe our left toes stay pointed towards the ceiling. If it's in our practice, we're going to bend the left knee, bringing the foot in close to our right hip. We want to make sure both hip bones are solid on the mat so we can feel both hip bones. The minute one hip comes off the mat is the minute that we've gone too far. You need to straighten your leg back out again. Again, this isn't a competition. Nobody's watching you, so it doesn't matter. From here, we're going to inhale the left hand up to the ceiling. Create space in that side body. Then we'll exhale the left elbow towards the right knee. Bring the right hand behind us, find the mat, and look over the right shoulder. Maybe this is the extent of our posture. If we wish to go a little bit further, we can rotate that left elbow downward so that the hand finds the hip bone. Again, if you wish to intensify the posture even more, allow the armpit to begin to journey towards the knee. Rotate the hand down once more. Maybe it comes through the leg. And if it's in our practice, we'll bring the right hand behind us, bringing it around the body. And maybe, one day, the fingers can touch. We're opening up the collarbone. We're looking behind us. We're breathing. Good. We're in the full posture. We're going to exhale. Slowly unbind the hands, taking our time. Untwisting the body, coming back. If our left leg is bent, we're going to straighten it out. We're going to uncross the right leg from the left, straightening that leg out as well. Let's give ourselves a shake. Good job. rolling the shoulders back again, opening up the chest. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So, bending the left knee, bringing it over top of the body. Bending the right knee, if it's in our practice, bringing it in close to the left hip. Again, if our hip comes up and that we don't feel like they're grounded in the mat, we've gone too far. Again, inhaling the right hand up to the ceiling, creating space in the side body. Exhaling the elbow to the knee. Walking that left hand behind us, gazing over the left shoulder. Again, if you wish to intensify the posture, rotate the right hand down to the left hip. If you feel like you can go a little further, attempt to bring the right armpit towards the left knee. And if we can, maybe the left hand can come underneath and lace through underneath the left leg. The right hand underneath the left leg. And once more, if it's in your practice, maybe the left hand comes around behind us, and maybe one day the fingertips find each other. Now, this is not my tight side, so I can't do it, but I'd like to be able to give the option to all my yogis. Whatever version of the posture works best for your body. Two more breaths. Good. And if our fingertips have found each other, let's unbind them and slowly unbind our hands. Slowly untwist ourselves, bringing us back to the front of our mat. Uncross the left leg from the right, straightening both legs out. And giving them a shake. Lovely. I like to do a kidney cleansing pose or a chest opening pose to start finishing off our practice with a butterfly posture to open up the hips a little bit more. So again, if you do not have a bolster, use a pillow. Stack pillows up. Use whatever's in your house. I used towels today and blankets and pillows. You can use whatever you want. So again, I am going to come back onto my seat bones, and my bolster or my pillow is right up against my tailbone. Some people might need to prop this up dramatically for their backs because they can't take the bend. So I'm going to take a towel and place it underneath my pillow and create a little shelf for myself. Finding our seated position once more. My feet are planted on the back mat, my knees are bent. And I'm going to lower myself down onto my bolster. And I'll bring my arms out to the sides. Nice and open. From here, I'm going to walk my feet a little closer and bring the soles of the feet together to open up my knees and find our butterfly pose. This is naturally going to allow the hips to open. Now, if we find this painful, again, grab our props, blankets, towels. We're going to place it underneath our hip bones so that we have a little bit of support. And again, if this still isn't helping you, slide the prop in a little closer to the hip bone so we get more support. The hands over to the side. Gently opening up the hips. Gently opening up the body. Surrendering. A few more breaths here. Our thighs and our hips are really starting to bother us. Use your hand to help close one knee at a time, and we can plant both feet on the mat. If we're happy in our butterfly pose, we can stay there for a little bit longer. More breaths. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, side out. We'll take one hand, place it underneath of your knee and help it close. Do the same thing with the other side. And then we're simply going to roll onto our side, coming off our bolster. We're going to find a fetal pose for just a breath here. We're moving into the cooling phase of our practice, moving into the more yin phase of our practice. Lovely. Planting the hand into the mat, let's push ourselves back up into our seated position. We're going to move our props out away from us, whatever props we have. We're going to come onto our backs once more. Bend our knees into a chest, give ourselves a nice hug, rock from side to side. Bringing our arms into a T-arm position, bringing our knees into a 90-degree angle. Let's allow both legs to fall to the left side of the mat, gazing over the right shoulder. Nice little twist to finish off our practice. Let's inhale those knees back up, engaging the core, and allow them to fall to the opposite side of the body, gazing over the opposite shoulder. legs back up once more. Bend the knees into the chest. Give ourselves one final hug. And then straighten our legs out in front of us. If we're feeling any compression in the low back, please take one of your props or pillows and place them underneath your knees. As long as our legs are spread out to either side, our palms are face up so our fingertips aren't touching the floor. I like to lift my rib cage and allow my shoulder blades to fall down the mat a little bit. And we'll allow ourselves to sink into stillness. Allowing the body to assimilate the postures that we've done today. Taking a moment in Savasana. Once again, I'd like to thank and credit Yogi Tunes for having these set lists for us today and providing the music. Or any of our classes resonates with you, please click the link below and add a donation. I hope you enjoyed our stretch class today. Namaste. Feel free to stay in this posture for as long as you want. And we'll see you next time.